All right, I am working from home today, and my desk is an absolute mess. And be nice just to try to keep up with some stuff here. But it is like 2:45 in the afternoon. So I'm going to try to get some more work done. And I've got a list left over from yesterday, which was Sunday. I got through most of my list from yesterday. It had 9 items on it, and I got through 5 of those. That doesn't look right. All right. Yeah, I got through 5 of them, and I think I stopped last night. By the time you get to the end of the day, you just are not as productive as you are in the morning. So, hey, the fact that I was still working and got some stuff done last night at 9 o'clock, I guess, is a good thing. But I really wanted to be able to try to pull this up here, so I could just sort of double check and see how this is going. And it's just me trying to pull up my own channel. Oh, and I could like totally do some little background music too. Cool. I'm like watching my own video there. That's funny. And let's see if I can pull up some background music so we can have some background music. I actually have a subscription to Epidemic Sound, and that's what I use for my background music and my videos. But yeah, so I'm working at home. I actually have on some athletic and fitness wear because I need to record a video for a company that I signed a contract with, and the video is due tomorrow, according to the contract. And I'm an attorney, right? So, I have the contract right here. I pulled back out the contract just to sort of double check the date that I'm supposed to have the video completed. And as I went to pull it out, I actually saw that they they made a note in here about the color leggings that they wanted me to wear. So that is very nice. It's Look, this is what I tell my clients all the time when we're drafting contracts with somebody else, is to be as specific as you possibly can. And so the fact that they told me what color leggings to wear, I'm like, cool. Okay, let me find that color. But yeah, so I actually do. So that's why I'm sort of dressed in some fitness attire, because I actually do need to record that video today. I want to actually get it recorded today. And I was really waiting for my daughter to come back so that I could have another person to record it with me. Like, it's so much easier and it looks better if you have that sort of movement going on with the video as opposed to just a static video on a tripod. So it was definitely a tripod. So I've got my contract here. So technically it's not really due until tomorrow, but I really want to try to get it done today just in case I ran into some technical issues. But yeah, I'm going to do this like work with me video. I've got, like I said, a few things left from yesterday's list. And then I just, one of the things I needed to do was to follow up in terms of some of the outstanding invoices that I have, because I need to like get paid for the services that I provide to my clients. So just checking in. And I guess it's especially interesting now because businesses aren't open and as accessible as they were maybe even last month this time. So I actually had to call one company to ask where my check was. Yes. So I'm thinking, if you're the company, the last person you want calling you is the attorney that you were supposed to pay. But yeah, so I'm going to work on a couple of things here. So let's see. I'm supposed to be putting together some talking points too. It's just me. I'm supposed to be putting together some talking points. And actually, I'm supposed to be putting together a whole nother video. For those of you who are new to my channel or just checking in today, we've got something going on in our community. So we recently had someone who is on the city council get appointed to serve in the legislature. And I had actually run for that city council seat back in 2017. So they are now taking applications to fill that vacancy. And yeah, hi, Larry Hall, see you over there. So now I need to submit some stuff from that. So I should say hi. And I know like some people have like moderators and stuff. I don't have enough people to have moderators on my lives. So it's just like me responding to people. And it's just me. So yeah, but so I'm gonna try to finish up a couple of things on my list, work on a couple of those items. And yesterday, it's funny because you start, and some days you're like way more productive than you are on other days. So I actually need to. Well, I guess it wasn't too bad because I did sort of follow up on a matter with a regulatory agency, getting text messages. Oh, okay, gotcha. Works for me. I have been working on something with a regulatory agency today for one of my clients. So they were calling. I'm looking for my notebook. I don't know where my notebook is. Oh, is it my daughter coming back? Oh, she's trying to park, and there's a little boy on a bike where she normally parks. So So she's like rolling down the window to talk to him. I mean, like he is a young boy. He is not like he is, I don't know, maybe 6. He might be 6. But she was trying to pull up into where she parks in front of the house, and he was like on his bicycle just sitting there. And so yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's supposed to be riding his bike, but he's like, well, she was definitely trying not to hit him. Um, so yeah, okay, so yeah, she was trying not to hit the little boy on the bike, but he was on the bike in the spot where she usually parks her car. So she had rolled down the window and waved to him, and he finally moved. I mean, he stayed there for a really long time. But yeah, so I took care of the thing with the regulatory agency, although we do need to follow back up with an email. So I did say, and so I did tell him that I would send him an email of the outstanding 3 issues. And so I'm going to note those issues and work on those. And then I have another client that we're trying to schedule. He's got a regulatory issue too. He had submitted a request for something and he was denied. And so we need to figure out what's missing with his application before that. I guess his was sort of a federal agency, but that handles things at the state level. So he's doing that. I wonder, I got like 3 dots down here, but yeah, so he's got to handle, so we've got to handle that. He didn't get approved for something. So I'm gonna make a note about him because we're gonna do a teleconference tomorrow at 2:30. So I need to send that reminder to him. I need to send the conference call number to him. And I need to send him the fee for the teleconference. Because, like I don't do teleconferences for free, that's work. So there is a fee associated with that. And then I have, hey, sweetie, so I'm going to need to do that video in a little while. The one with the product video, maybe in like, I don't know, 45 minutes or an hour or so. Okay, well, if you get some time, just let me know when you're ready. I want to do it while well, yeah, because yeah. Can I get you to just? So what time do you think you'd be ready? So NC State is like, they're going live on Instagram in 10 minutes. They're like, hi, Emerson, we're going live on Instagram in 10 minutes for student Q&A, and she heads back up the stairs. Um, so yeah, so I do need to send the other email with the 3 regulatory issues. So let me make a note of that. The other thing I need to do this afternoon, we're going to get the product video recorded. So, yeah, so I'm doing, it's a fitness product and they are paying me to do the video. They actually, that's what I was just talking about earlier. They actually sent me a couple of samples so that I could take a look at. Love that. Love when they send you like samples and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of these product companies are really good about like telling you what they want you to say, make sure you say what they want in there. So we're going to set aside some time to do that this afternoon. Alrighty, and then I also have an arbitration that was rescheduled because of coronavirus. The arbitration was, I need to send that to another attorney. So I need to scan that, get that in the computer, send that to them. Let's see what else have I got here. Oh, so I've got a course I need to finish too that I've started. So I've got some online courses that are for sale on a couple of different platforms, and they are actually almost complete on 2 platforms. So I really need to finish up those courses. There is just not that much left. And so I really should get those finished up today. I need to do, let's see, all of that looks good. Unrelated. I need to get 1 blog post done for today. Okay, and so I've got something else. I'm going to do a whole nother video about this, but I've got a program that I was accepted into, and they've got some videos that I need to take a look at. And I can't remember how many that they said it was, but I actually need to start watching those so that I can finish that program. So that was one of the things that was left over from yesterday. I was going to do some of that last night, but I was really tired. I mean, like I said, it's 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm kind of done. And I started at like 5:30 yesterday. So yeah, I was pretty done. All right, and then I've got a couple other things that were left over from yesterday, but I don't think they'll get done. And I actually, it is 2:58. I actually need to go to the bank and like take some money out of one account and put it in the other account. I totally forgot about that. So we've got some things I'm going to star on getting done because I don't know that I'll get to those. And then typically what I do is I write down the stuff that I'm going to do in my calendar so that I like schedule what I'm doing. All righty. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is sort of figure out what I'm drafting for this email. And let's see. And I think this will still work while I'm working on this. Let's see how this is looking. Oh, and I said I was going to pull up some music, didn't I? But I haven't done that. And so one of the things, so when I first turned this on, I I didn't have the light on, so I went and got my light and set up my light because I thought it just looked a little nicer, and I definitely think it does. It's definitely not as clear on my the picture is definitely not nearly as clear as when I record video on my phone. Like I can see that the contrast is just not as tight. It's not as clean, but I look a little fuzzier, which means I almost look a little better. Maybe I look like a girl teddy bear with twists for hair. I don't know. I'm thinking that's what I look like. But yeah, so let's see if I can work on this email. Okay, so if you're like me, when I am working, I have tons of tabs open. So like even right now, the fan is going on my laptop, and probably because I'm running this live too. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 14 tabs on. That is just crazy. And sometimes I'll have like 3 different email accounts open, but right now I'm just gonna look at this one. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna go through a lot of times when I'm pulling stuff up, I will just sort of go through and delete emails. Right now I've got like 74 emails, and that's just on my law firm account. My personal account, oh my gosh, she's probably got like 900 to 1,000 new emails, which is just crazy. Like I just can't keep up with them. Payment date. Oh, let's see here. So he actually responded. So let's see what's going on. Ah, so let's see. So here's what he said. This was with the one company that I'm working that had not paid me yet. And so they apologized for the delay. Their state has been on lockdown. Yeah, all the states have been on lockdown. And they said for 4.5 weeks, our office has been closed, but they're currently processing payments. And it says your check has been placed in the mail. So like hashtag the check is in the mail. Love it. Glad they were able to respond. And the thing about it was their response was really fast. He sent this 30 minutes ago. And so I think I've been up here, not sure how long I've been up here. 15 minutes? How long have I been up here? Let's see. I have been up here 17 minutes. And so yeah, he must have like they must have checked into that right after I placed that phone call because I mean that was quick turnaround. So I love working with people that can give you great turnaround like that. That's awesome. And they're really good. They're a really good company to work with. So I don't mind working with them at all. So we will save that little email and move it to their folder. It's you know, I'm an attorney and I like to keep stuff. All right. Oh my gosh. So in that one moment, like how many more emails popped up? Okay, so let's see if I can. Oh, look, and I'm supposed to be scheduled for a webinar. So because there's so much coronavirus stuff going on, oh my gosh, I've done like so many webinars regarding like terminating contracts and issues that people have trying to get out of leases, whether or not they're going to shut down their business. Like I've had tons of conversations with businesses. A lot of the people that I work with. They're just small business owners. Like they aren't like mega, top, a business company with like hundreds and hundreds of employees. Most of them are very small. Some of them, I think the most may have maybe one that I have, they have a lot of different sites. So maybe they have maybe 40 or so, if that many, 10, 20, 30, maybe about 30 employees. Um, Everybody else is a little bit smaller. There's an institution that I do some work with, so they probably have a little bit more. They might have around, they might have around 50 or so, but everybody else is on the small end. And so, yeah, let's see here. Let me see if I can draft this email to him because I really want to be able to make sure that he gets this email. Since this is, if this, because this is a state regulatory issue, I just really want to make sure that that I do good follow up with him. I talked with a person from the state agency earlier today, but you know, just like to have, and I talked to him too after I talked to that representative. So I went over everything on the phone with him and then told him I'd be sending him a follow-up email that still discussed the three outstanding issues that we needed to work on. And so that's really good because it's helpful to provide things in writing, Oops. So this is like gonna fall down. So I said I was gonna get some background music, so I should totally do that, right? So let's see if we can get some background music going, and then we'll have this. We'll have and take it off silent, and then we'll work on this email. So let's see if we can pull up my Epidemic Sound account. Uh-oh. And it's probably not doing really well because I've got so much stuff open. So let me like close out some stuff really quickly. I know I'm just going from one thing to another. It's just crazy, right? Like I don't need all this stuff open. Some of this stuff I can close. Oh yeah. How many tabs did I say I had open? Well, I can tell you what, I don't need all these open. I definitely do not need all of these open. I can shut some of these babies down. I don't want to worry about that. Okay, so that gets me down to 3. My email. And so maybe the reception will be a little bit better now. Yeah. All right. So let's see if we can do okay with, and let me see how this is going over here. Yeah. See, it's just a couple of seconds behind. All right. Let's find some music that I've already recorded. Well, not recorded, but saved to a playlist. So I'll have like my music. And then I don't know how good some of this is going to be. There's some chill piano music. Oh no, the first one says creepy, so no. And then there's chill music. Okay, let's try the chill music. Oh, gotta turn it down. All right, so I'm thinking that'll work. How about that? All right, I got some chill music now playing in the background. Don't know if you can hear it or not. And of course, somebody's calling me. Let me see who this is. Sheliahuggins. Good, 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 good. Yeah, yeah. All righty. See, you get phone calls and then you have to call back. All right. Let's see where I am now. All right. So this email got some little chill music playing in the background. That was sort of funny. I did have to like get up and walk away, didn't I? Let's see here. So I'm going to work on an email. Don't know what kind of work you're doing right now. So, if you want to put something in the chat about what you're doing, I'm just sitting here working on an email that I need to get out. Let's see. All right. And then since it's like 3 items, I am gonna like list them out because I'm gonna be like, hey, here are the 3 items. So I'm actually gonna be like 1, this, 2, this, 3, this, make sure because we can keep up with them. Um, and I wonder if, okay. All right. Number one, and then number two, our second item. Want to make sure I get that one down too. Um, hmm. So let me see. I want to check this out and see like how the music's playing in the background. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, checked it out on my phone. That's not too bad. I have to make sure I'm talking up loud enough so that it's over the music, or maybe I should turn the music down just a little bit. So I'm 24 now. So I guess when I listen to this, like I really am going to watch this, but when I listen to this later, I might be able to at least sort of figure out whether or not 24 was a good volume. And really, it's just a whole playlist already set up, which is why it was called Chill Music. Because I had thought about doing something like this before, I just hadn't done it. Because I was hoping, and this is not that video that I said earlier that I was going to do. I was hoping that I would already be able to go live on my cell phone. And so I've reached 1,000 subs because you have to have that, but they haven't like done anything with it yet. So I'm not there. I got to still use my laptop. All right, so there we go. So I just finished that. So literally I can cross that off my list. Um, and cross that off my list. Let's head back over here. So yeah, I can cross that off my list and just sort of going down my list and getting some things done. So I just got that email out to one of my clients, and so most of my emails have email tracking on them because they are coming from my law firm account, and I need to make sure that people are receiving these emails and opening these emails up. I don't want to be sending, like I said, this was an issue with a regulatory agency. I don't want to send my client an email and then not know, until a week later when they call me for something else and I say, hey, didn't you get the email? And they go, no, I never got the email. I want to be able to know, number one, that they received it and opened it, and number two, that mail track email that I get showing that they got it and they opened it, I then save it to their folder in case there's an issue later. So it is to make sure that I'm doing my job, number one, and number two, that I'm covering my rear end. All right, so I got that one done. So the next one is this email to the client that I'm going to have a teleconference with tomorrow. So first, I'm going to need to pull up my conference call number and make sure I got that, because I don't really use my conference call number that much. If it were just going to be a conversation with me and him, it'd just be a phone call. But because we're going to be bringing in um, a third party, it I need to make sure we have conferencing ability. So let's see. Tammy Williams says, what are the limitations from working from home, if there are any? So yeah, it can be interesting because like right now my daughter's on spring break, although it was like she hadn't gone to school in weeks anyway because schools were shut down. So that's always interesting. She's generally out of the way though. Most of the time she's upstairs in her room with the door closed. She did leave earlier. I'm not sure where she went. She went somewhere. And then she came back. She may have gone to get something to eat, but then she came back. So usually she's out of the way. My husband comes home, and oh my gosh, now there'll be this moment where he needs some downtime, but I will be on the phone sometimes or doing a webinar or something, and he'll come in singing and just being loud. And so one of the things I've gotten, so like last week, I was doing a webinar, and I knew he was going to come home, right before it finished up. And so literally I wrote on a piece of paper doing a webinar, and I put it on the kitchen table so that when he came in, he would see it. Because otherwise he might come in and he'd be like, oh, I'm just like, dude, dude, I'm on the phone. Come on. So yeah, so that's part of it. And the other thing, I mean, you got a lot of flexibility, but I tend to be one of these people who I get up early anyway, and if I get some extra time, I'm going to try to get some more stuff done. I just got a lot of personal projects that I'm working on, and the fact that I don't have to leave, like the time that it saves me not to have to get up and go somewhere, that travel time, that's extra time that I could either be working or that I could take a break because I've been working longer. And then you just, I think the breaks can be different. Like I had a phone call earlier, and while I was on the phone call, I went out in the yard and I trimmed some shrubs. I'm not kidding. While I was on the phone with that person, I had my clippers in my hand, and by the time we were done, I was done with the bushes that I wanted to trim. So, it was a little interesting, but yeah, but I mean, it. The other thing is I've got papers like all around me. So I've walked in here, and sometimes I feel like I've still got a lot to do because I'm always in this. I mean, I pulled out that notebook, which was over there on the bookshelf, because I needed to look something up that's on the list as an extra because I don't know that I'll get to it. But that's the thing about working from home. Like you come in your home office. I'll give you, like, this is my home office, and I've got like two windows over here. So that's my home office. Um, so it works for me. I've got the bookshelves over here. I've got stuff, and I've got a really big space. But right now, the whole space is like covered with papers on top of papers. And I know that they say attorneys make a lot of paper, but yeah, it's paper on top of paper. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do this limitations working from home. Yeah, so if you live with other people, that's a limitation. The fact that you might keep working, that's a limitation. The fact you're gonna walk in every time and see all the work waiting for you, like sometimes that can just mess with your head because it feels like you're never shutting down. But the good thing is I can just pop in here and knock some stuff out sometimes when I might not be able to do that before. So I actually had an office downtown, but it got to the point where there was like, I mean, I was only in the office like twice a month. And I was just sort of like, so I'm paying for an office that I go to twice a month. And one of the times that I was just going to get out of the house. The other time I might meet somebody there. But most of the time I do stuff by phone with clients. I mean, it's mostly by phone. Very rarely is somebody like, yeah, I got to sit down with you for an hour. Because most of the time they're like, I got other stuff to do too. Like they don't necessarily want to drive and sit either. um, People have just got stuff to do and they feel like they can just, you know, handle it by phone and they can send me a contract by email or something like that. So that's the way we do it. So let's see. I'm going to now work on another email. So I said I need to find this conference call number. And so I don't use it very often. So I actually have to pull back up the the account information to even pull up my conference call telephone number, so that I can send it to him so that we can be ready to go for our conference call tomorrow. And I also forgot I need to, and I don't know if that's going to work. That may not work because the other party's not going to be calling in. We're going to be calling that person in. So I'll have to let him know that's not going to work. That's not how I'm going to do that. And I'm sorry, I'm yawning because I'm tired because I went to bed late and then I got up right at 5 and got on the treadmill. So I'm a little tired. I may go get me a monster drink. I still have some monster drinks in the kitchen. So I may go get me a monster drink in just a second. Now that I've realized that I am just going to be doing a regular call with this guy tomorrow. We're just going to do a regular call. And I got his email. So we've scheduled our call for 2:30. My fan is like blowing up on this laptop. It does not like me doing this. No, I don't know where they are, but you could like check a couple of bags or something. Like there's a little black bag up there. You can look in there and see if it's in there. Check the area upstairs. I'm doing good, chocolate glitz. What's up? What's up? Just sitting here working. Just sitting here working. I got a whole list of things that I'm supposed to be working on. So I was like, I'm just going to come up here and hang out and work. And maybe some other people are working too. We're trying to get some stuff done. I even put on a little music in the background. So I was supposed to be setting up a conference call for tomorrow, and I'm sending the guy an email now to remind him. Yep. Oh, you just did a makeup video. Okay. Oh, really? The first one didn't go through. So I need to do a better job with my makeup. I mean, it like looks okay here in the video, like you can't really tell. Stuff's popping up. So in this video, it doesn't look that bad. And and I got a box light up in front of me to try to bring a little bit more light this way because there's so much light coming in from these windows. So I put the light up in front, but yeah, I got some makeup techniques I need to work on. So do you have a video? Have you done a video on putting on eyelashes? Like I need to put on some eyelashes because my eyelashes are so tiny. I need an eyelash video. I would say I don't, but I would like to learn how to do them myself. I'm scared to do them. Oh, I've done them a couple of times, but I don't do them very well. I need someone to really tell me how to do them. Oh my gosh, I'm bad. Yeah, I'm really bad. Let's see. We'll put that in the stream. About making sure I'm putting on enough mascara. So, yeah. Hmm. So that's funny. So, yeah, I used to think that when you got ready to put on fake eyelashes, that you were supposed to like put the glue on and then like go ahead and put your mascara on, or your fake eyelashes on. But then I think the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to put the glue on them and let it get a little tacky and then put it on. And so I was like doing it while it was still like really wet on the fake lashes. And so they would like move around and it was horrible. But I think it's supposed to I think you're supposed to wait until they're tacky and just sort of sticky and then do it. Yeah. So I just completed my next thing on the list, which was the email confirmation for the teleconference tomorrow. And I was trying to pull that back up just to make sure I got some stuff in there. Yep. Okay. That's good. So that is done. All right. So let me check out this course stuff. Remember, I said it earlier how tired and sleepy I was. I'm tired. All right. So knock out a few emails. I was hoping my laptop would cool off a little bit now that I've closed out quite a few things. But it's not. I think the streaming is just really pulling in a lot on the fake lashes. Let's see. Yeah, she told me to put the glue on and let them dry just a little bit and then put them on, but not too much glue. Yep, yep. So I didn't know that in the very beginning, and it took me a while. I didn't realize I needed to like let it get tacky. Hmm. Yeah. So now, have you ever tried the not the full lash, but like the almost individual kinds, the kinds that are in clumps? I've never tried those, but I've wondered if those would be easier. That's something I've been wondering about, if those would be easier. Because I might try those. I thought I had some at one point in time, but I just can't sit here, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired. Um, so let's see. I've got these courses. All right, so let me see where I was with these courses. And I hope I still have enough music playing. I love how the music is just going and I don't even have to like do anything. That's so cool. Oh, you haven't tried those either. Yeah. Hmm. And so that's the other thing. I'm always trying to try the ones that are more natural looking and not because mine are so like nothing that I'm afraid I'd scare people if they saw me with some nice full luscious lashes. They'd be like, "Oh my god, your eyes." And so I try to go with ones that are not as ta-da, but like, whew. So people are just like, she don't fake like something going on with her. So yeah. So yeah, I try to go, for the ones that are a little less glamorous, but still look good. All right, let's see if I can find this course and where I am with it. So I have some online courses. I have two that I'm trying to finish up. And I think one is further along than the other. And so I think I'm going to work on that one first. I definitely can get that wrapped up today, I think. I'm not even sure what was still outstanding with it. Let's see. You said I put a pic of my makeup. I just did oh, okay. Cool. Well, I will have to let me make a note to check that out on Instagram. And then the whole time I'm talking, stuff's popping up. I think I'm gonna have to go get me a drink. I'm gonna grab me a drink. I'll be right back. That song sounds a lot like, I'm not even gonna say it. Let's see what it's called. And if you know what song I'm thinking of, let me know what song. Um, that's reminding me of a very particular song. Okay, so this is for my afternoon to keep me going for the next few hours. So I need it in the afternoon. And we now have some non-single use straws. So this one's metal and it came with some straight ones and some. She's looking at me like there's something wrong with me. I'm drinking my drink. Uh-huh. Do you want to come over and say hi? No? Oh, people would say hi to you. There are a couple people up here hanging out with me. Hmm. Come say hi. Oh, she said she's gonna pass. She won't come over and say hi. You should come say hi. You're not halfway up the stairs. You can come and say hi. You're one more step. She is not halfway up. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm gonna have this afternoon to try to keep me going. Tell her I said, hey. Chocolate Blitz 2020 said, hey. She ran upstairs. I told her and she like took off. Like she she is doing more stuff in her age group and they are mostly on Snap and Instagram and TikTok. So that's where she is. Um And so I told her, I said, well, you could be on my new YouTube channel. Like none of your friends would see you because they aren't really on YouTube like that. But yeah, she's very particular. So I always have to get permission before I share anything about her on social media. So I try to respect her request. Mm. And at least I did ask. But yeah, so I will have to go check out your picture on Instagram. Now, have you ever done the do you do like Instagram stories? Does anybody do like Instagram stories? I've been trying to figure that, or IGTV. Am I the only one who like is confused about that? Like I'm so confused about Instagram. I I am not really, I'm never sure what to do with it or what to put up there, but I'm trying to like Facebook for me is very much my local crew. Like it's very much family and friends locally. Which is why I tend to which is why I'm moving toward doing less on Facebook. I used to do a whole lot on Facebook. My sister actually emailed me or texted me, I can't remember, one day. She was like, I just wanted to check on you because you hadn't been on Facebook in a few days. And I wanted to make sure you were okay. So isn't that crazy? Like she went on, she like texted me because she didn't think she was wondering if I was okay because I hadn't been on Facebook. I was like, oh, so Facebook is now real life and real life is not real life. Real life is something else. I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to actually do more in places that provide me a real platform to be able to grow some of the things I'm doing. So um, I do have like my law firm Facebook account. So I do try to, make sure I stay active up there. But I don't find that it's that helpful to me getting clients really. I think LinkedIn and some other like legal directories do a much better job. So I try to put some stuff up there to make sure I have that presence. I don't want to not be there, but it's not something where I'm pumping out all day. It just is not the place. And I want to be able to do some other things too. What's wrong with my neighbors? Like when you have a window next to your home office, so when you have a window like right here, I'm like constantly like, oh, who is that? I don't know who that is. Who is that? Like I'm like the nosiest neighbor. I'm like one of those people. But yeah. So let's see. I forgot where I was going. I'm supposed to be working on these courses. All right, so I've got some courses online. So I had a couple notes up here. Let's respond to it. Okay. But yeah, I've got one that I'm going to try to get finished right now. It's 3:46. I think it should not take me more than an hour to get this done. Really, I cannot imagine what's left unless I need to like record a wrap up video or something. So all right, I obviously had an idea that I was going to add some bonus content here. um, I was going to add a bonus video. I don't know that I'm going to do that. What is this? I do have an external source here. So I think that's going to be that. I don't think I'm going to do a separate video. I think I'm just going to have just a couple really good external resources that I want to add to that. crap. I almost deleted what I just added. I was trying to delete something else. All right, more music. Yeah. So when I'm doing online courses, I do try to make sure that they are that they provide a lot of value. So not just the videos, but I've been trying to make sure I have assignments and quizzes and so people can download external resources. So even after I get it up, sometimes I'll go back and add more to it to make the course more robust, especially if there are things going on. So this particular one was about crisis management and developing a crisis management plan. And I did this one quite a while back. It's maybe a couple of years old. And so I've updated it by adding in a lot of information related to crisis management for coronavirus situations. So I'm adding, some internet sources and that sort of thing. Um, Wrong link. Uh-oh. Oh, add content. Okay, so I need to figure out what I'm going to put there. Okay, so I'm going to save that for last. So I had inserted something in this course that I'm working on developing about when to implement your crisis management plan. Oh. I'm getting pop-ups on my computer about news articles about coronavirus. I'm starting to get a little chilly. I don't think I want to do this assignment. I think this may be an extra that I come back in and add later because I don't even like what I have up here. I'm probably going to think of something else. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'm going to just take that one out because I have another section that I think is more appropriate. Yep, so I really only have two pieces that I need to add here. And other than that, they're just about done. All right, so let me see if I need to hit save on anything. Nope. All right, so let me go to some other areas of this. Work on my pricing and stuff. Remember what I said about MailTrack and using MailTrack for your emails? So and so just got the email. The person just read the email. So one of the things I've been thinking about is whether or not I want to raise some of the prices on some of my courses. I tend to first start them out as free just so I can get a feel for any changes or anything, because then that way people will go ahead and look at them. And if there are some recommendations that they have, then I can go ahead and sort of implement those before I start asking people to pay for something that might have a glitch or two in it. Sorry. I guess that's what I get for going outside and looking outside the yard. My eye was itching. It's funny to sort of watch that. All right. So it's going to be free for right now. I like to get a certain number of people signed up for the course, and then I'll stick a price on it. All right. So I just have to do like the main page that has the information on it. Um, all right. And I need a picture. So I know the picture I used on my other the course, the same course that's on a different platform. And so I think I'm just going to use that very same picture. Yep, there it is right there. Load it right up. There we go. I think it's great. Right, that looks good. All right, so I just need a course description and then add my last bit of content, and that's it. I can get this done, like I said, today. And then after that, I'm gonna record my product video. And then after that, I'm gonna sort of look at how I want to rearrange these last few things that I want to try to get done, because it's going to start to be later in the day. And like I said before, productivity starts to wane. Because if you think about it, I got up at 5 o'clock. And so, I've been working pretty consistently and doing stuff since that time. I mean, I started out on the treadmill. Even when I took that break, I mean, so that's the other thing. When you're working from home, I went in there and got some yogurt and came and sat back down and just ate my yogurt while I was working. So it's not like I sat down and took a lunch, I just kept right on working. So even that one call that I took that I went outside, what was I doing? I wasn't like working in here, but what was I doing? I was trimming bushes. So I usually like to really take a break at dinner time, and really that's when I'll sit down and maybe see what's going on CNN or something like that. And then after that, that's that moment when it's been at that. And what did I say? 10 hours? Oh my gosh, so 12 hours. So 5 o'clock, another hour, it will be 12 hours. And so by the time I've had something to eat, I'm really starting to wane in terms of productivity. So it's I'll be picking through things that are not that don't require high engagement. Um, but yeah, so it'll probably just be like 2 or 3 things. It won't be a whole list of things to try to get done after dinner. It's just like, what 2 or 3 things, if I focus over time, can I get these done? So yeah. All right, so I got my picture up for my class for the course. And that's going. Oh, let's see. I'm sorry. Chocolate bits, I was out. I act like I'm in the neighborhood watch. I love that. Yeah, I'm totally like the neighborhood watch. I am. I'll put that in caps. I am the neighborhood watch. I don't know why that didn't pop up over there. Yep. And then, oh, and thanks for the videos. Yeah, I have come a long way on my videos. When I first started out, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I didn't really want to do legal stuff, and I wanted to do more health and fitness stuff, but I didn't want to like be like, oh, let's go into the gym. Let me show you how to lift. I'm not a personal trainer. I don't want to show anybody how to lift. I don't like ever really want to show anybody how to lift. but I do like to talk about strategies, you know? So, and I have another Tide workout challenge video that I'm gonna release. Um, Gosh, I hate that I didn't do that earlier, so I may release that tomorrow then. Um, but yeah, so we shall see. Let's see. Trying to see this course description I want to come up with. Whoops. I'm not sure why it's not doing it. Oh, because I maybe haven't put this here. Um, okay, there we go. Let's see. Um, so then I hit save. What's wrong? Still not letting me hit save. Okay, maybe it's like mad at me because I don't have a description up here yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start on the description. It's in all caps. Oh, my eye is so itching. Oh, okay. It's on 85%. Yeah, I can't decide sometimes if I want to load YouTube Studio or just YouTube Web. Which are you using? Are you using your laptop? Oh, your phone. Yeah, I use my phone. Yeah, I use my phone. I mean, phone I've had some people ask me who are just starting out, and they'll be like, "Oh, I want to get a camera." And oh, and I'm just like, I don't even I have a Canon. I don't use it. Yeah, it's just today it's slow. Oh, mine's slow all the time. I think some of my videos are kind of long too. I don't know. Oh, well, but I put a lot of so some of my videos will have, they might have music, and then they might have graphics, like I've got like, I'm adding text, and then I'm doing transitions, and then I've got overlays, and yeah, I'm trying to simplify that a whole lot more, and trying to make sure that I'm cutting out, not just overlaying something, but really truly cutting something out and then putting something in so that I don't have a whole bunch of timelines stacked on top of each other, and just really trying to have, one or two timelines. But sometimes I've got a ton because I'll be adding like motion graphics and stuff. And in the last one, the hearts were coming up like this. And so when you look at the timeline, each group of hearts, it was like five groups of hearts. So then it was like five timelines stacked up. And so it takes my videos a little bit longer to upload. It really looks like mine. So this is why I was pushing so hard to get to 1,000 subscribers, because I don't want to use my laptop to go live because the connection is so bad. I want to use my cell phone. My cell phone is so much better. I do Facebook Live with it all the time. It is never an issue unless I'm in Greenville with my mom. But here it's never an issue. So I've been like checking. I've been like pulling up my YouTube account, pulling up my YouTube account, pulling up my YouTube account to see when they're gonna give me access to go live on my cell phone. Because I'm just like, I'm ready. Like I've been ready for that. I've been pushing so hard. That's why I was pushing so hard this month to get to 1,000. It's taken me a while to get there, but I was really trying to get there this month because this obviously is like, I don't know, this is just like not cool to me. Yeah, but yeah, it can be slow. I don't mind it being slow sometimes. Oh, I can't remember how many subscribers do you have? It's taken me a long time to get there because, like I said, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I went from like doing legal videos to doing fitness videos to like, I don't like any of that. And so then I just got off YouTube. I left my channel up, but I got off YouTube for like months. Well, actually, I actually got monetized. This was back before they had monetization requirements. All you had to do was like have a channel. I actually got monetized back in 2012. I actually signed up and got monetized and everything back in 2012 and did nothing. Did absolutely nothing with it until the end of 2017. And sometimes I'm so mad at myself about that. That's just awful. All right. But I do need to set. I wasn't even paying attention, but today when I looked, I had 36. Okay. See? Yeah, I remember. I mean, I remember setting, and I'm all off of my course, but I'm going to talk for a second. I remember having, I remember just continually setting goals for myself and just appreciating it every time I got to a new milestone. So, one of the things, like, even as I was posting my first few videos, I was just sort of like, I want to get to the point where I have at least a view every day. Like, like somebody saw my view every day. So if that meant I had to go share it in a couple of places, that's what I did. So when I got to the point where and then I would look and I'd be like, okay, so maybe I can make it, I would be like, okay, maybe I can make it a whole week without having a 0 day, So like that was my goal. And then it was like, okay, maybe I can make it a whole month without having a 0 day. And then I got to the point where I was having at least one, view every day. So that was like really cool. And then I was like, okay, now I want to get to the point where I have at least double digit views every day. So, it was just sort of like, because it like helped me not focus so much on how long it was taking to accomplish goals, but just to have goals and to just appreciate them. And so, I mean, that's a small goal if you think about it. But I wanted to appreciate every milestone that I was hitting, because I went from having like no channel to having a channel to having a channel where I got views every once in a while to having a channel where I had at least a view every day to having a channel where I had at least double digit views every day. And so, then it was, can I get to 100 subscribers so that I can get my own URL? And then that was an accomplishment. Then it was, okay, so now can I get to the point where I get to 500 subscribers? So I was DMing people like, hey, I'm trying to get 500. Hey, I'm trying to get 500. You going where? Oh, okay. I was like, hey, I'm trying to get 500. I'm trying to get 500. Please help, And a lot of people did. And it was like, hey, okay, I'm trying to really, make sure I get my views up to like 3 digits a day. And it's not consistently at 3 digits a day every day now. That's one I'm going for. And the other is I hit the 1,000. So the 1,000 was a big one because, like I said, it allows you to go live from your cell phone. So yeah, so I'm really sort of excited. So each one of those little milestones have meant a great deal to me, just having like small milestones and like being excited about hitting each one of those. So now that I've hit 1,000, I still want to try to make sure I'm sharing my videos. I want to, part of it too is not just sharing, but making sure that I'm, taking advantage of everything that I should be doing. So like making sure I'm putting all my tags in there, getting all my descriptions in there. So part of it is just making sure that I'm doing a good job with the backup information. And then the other thing is just doing better videos. Like, that's something I want to do too. And I want to start to have a schedule. Like, it's really hard for me to have a schedule, or, or I'll say it had been really hard because, like, most mornings I'd be in court. And then some mornings I wouldn't. And then sometimes court might last a long time. And then sometimes court might be 5 counties over. Okay, maybe not five, but you know what I mean. And so, it's like, oh, well, you can't say you're going to do a live, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at lunchtime because you might be on the road. So, or you could do weekend, but weekends, a lot of times I have meetings and events and stuff, or you could do the evening. And I've done at least one during the evening. And yeah, so it's been hard to like put together a schedule, but those are some of the things I've been thinking about. I was actually having that conversation with my daughter about coming up with a schedule and some options for doing different kinds of videos. So I like the Tide Workout Challenge. So I think I'm definitely going to do some, I'm going to do a lot of those. I mean, they're short and stuff, and um, they do require some time to put together, but I think they're kind of fun. And it's a different way to think about like helping people to think about, oh, I don't have to spend all this money. What kind of containers do I have like right around here that I can use to work out with? And trust me, when that container is full, that thing is heavy. So you can get a workout with that thing. If you imagine doing like 25 lunges on one leg and then 25 on the other leg, holding those two things, and they're full, yeah, that's a workout. So that's going to be really one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on, just making sure I'm coming up with some good content. And you go, are you a superwoman? I'm trying to be a superwoman, but I need to get back in the gym. So the the gym's closed, and so that's crazy. But so here's the other thing I haven't talked about. And we're so far enough in this that I'm going to tell you this because other people, who might be checking out my video won't have hung out this long, or somebody else who comes, they won't see this because they may not stick around long. you guys are getting ready to hear this. Okay. And I think I touched on this a little bit at the beginning, but now that we're an hour and a half in, we're 90 minutes in, I'm going to share something with you that I've sort of made public, but I haven't talked a whole lot about. So if you go back to like some earlier videos and some of the ones that I've done here, you can catch some sneak peeks of what's going on. So I practice law, but in 2017, I ran for a seat on our local city council. And so in the primary, there were four of us. And so I came in second, which meant me and the number one person had to run to compete for the seat in the general election in like that November. And so I didn't win, the other person won. Well, now the other person decided she was going to run for state legislature seat. And the person who was already in that passed away, unfortunately. I mean, she had been ill, but still, it sort of caught us all off guard. So they had to go ahead and appoint her to fill this seat. And so now this seat that I ran for is vacant. And today they put out, so Duke Togo, yes, I'm a superwoman. So today they put out a notice of vacancy so that people could apply for that. And so I'm going to apply for it again. So this will be like the third time I've tried to get on the city council. So I ran in 2017. And like I said, I came in second out of four, and then I didn't win in the general. And then one of the guys who was in an at-large seat, he had ran for mayor and he won. And so he's now mayor. So then they had to appoint somebody to fill his seat. Well, I applied for that, but they decided to pick somebody else. It was like a whole bunch of people. And you know how politics works. There's a whole backstory to that. That's not just they decided to pick somebody. There's a whole backstory. Me and another guy, we actually pulled our names out um, so that the process could go the way the process was going to go, and we were supportive of what was going on. So now so now this will be the third time that I have tried to get on the city council here. So I'm like tired. I am like it is very, and I actually had this conversation with my daughter earlier. So my mom is actually on the Pitt County Commissioners where she lives. My dad used to be on the city council too in that same town. So when my mom ran to keep her seat, when she ran for reelection, I said, my mom is like chill. Like my mom is just like, hello. That would be my mom. My dad served 6 terms on the Greenville City Council. My dad was smoking at the time. He doesn't smoke now. He has a patch. I guess he doesn't smoke anymore. But oh my God, my dad was like, pass me another cigarette. He wouldn't be finished the way he had. Like he was like he would have the kitchen like smoked up. It would look like you needed to call the fire department. Like you would think that the fire alarms would go off in there because he was so like filled with anxiety. And he won all his re-elections except the last one. But I mean, he was just like he was just totally filled with anxiety. I'm not my dad. I'm not my mom, but I'm somewhere in the middle. So I'm not chill like my mom. So I'm not walking around like, oh, I got this. I'm gonna do whatever, and however it works out. No, I'm totally not that way. But I'm not like him. I'm not almost off the deep end, but I'm close. I'm close. So because when it's something that you really want to do, and like this is the third time you tried to do it, you're just like it can be hard. It can be hard emotionally. I don't think people understand how hard it is. And I think sometimes people think, oh, I mean, people say a lot of things about politicians. They say, every politician lies, and people just say a lot of things about politicians. But, the seat that I'm interested in running for, I think it's a good fit. I actually worked for the city from 2006 to 2014. And I know what the job looks like because my father used to do it where I lived growing up. And on top of that, I can I've continued to like do stuff in the community. So when we just had our city council budget retreat, like I was there and stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to be working on that, and I'm going to be like full of anxiety for the next month. I'm going to be like crazy for the next month. That's what that's going to look like. And I also serve on the Democratic National Committee. And so we're supposed to be in Wisconsin to nominate somebody who's going to be the presidential nominee for the Democratic side. I don't know that we're going to do that in person. That's interesting. I actually got contacted by CBS News last week, and they ran an article, and I was like, this is going to be hard for a lot of people to try to do, but people's health comes first. So your health comes first, and with all that's going on with coronavirus. So you're talking about 50,000 people coming together in a convention center. You can't do the 6 feet apart thing. Okay. Literally, the chairs are right beside each other. So you got all these chairs right beside each other. You're seated like to the next person. The person's right there. The aisles are full of like, you can't tell me that they are not breaking like fire regulations or something, because people will be all in the aisles walking around. They're like if you try to walk somewhere, it's like a reporter here interviewing somebody right there, other people standing right here protesting, other people over here passing out signs. It's like when you see it on TV and you see people, so like if you saw the last one with Obama or somebody, the last Democratic National Convention on TV, you'd see them up there, standing up there, giving their speech. And it's like, oh, okay, they're at that thing and he's giving his speech. If you were to turn the camera around on the people who were there sitting, it was utter chaos. Like, it is just, I mean, it is like I said, like people are sitting and cheering, people holding signs, people got bags going around passing out signs, people are walking up and down with food and stuff, other people are like giving interviews. It's Yeah, so you can't see all that. The only thing you see is like President Obama standing up there giving his speech, or whoever, giving their speech. You just see them standing up there at the podium. And then, sometimes they'll run those videos and stuff behind. So the people are standing up there, and on TV, it looks all good. It's just like, okay, yes, these people but the audience, I'm telling you, is a mess. It's crazy. I'm not saying it's messy and it's not together. I'm just saying there is a lot going on. Just like when you go to like a sporting event. It's almost like that, but it's probably 10 times even more than that, because they are walking around and you do have reporters and you do have people passing out. Like when they do show the audience and they're all holding up signs, people are walking around handing out all those signs. So I don't know if they're going to have the Democratic National Convention this year. Um, or maybe we're going to do something virtual. They're talking about reopening the economy back up. I don't know. Do you think it's safe to open to open business back up? They're saying it's time to open things back up. So I don't know if it's time to open things back up. I don't think we're quite there yet. I think you can't pick a day and say hey, May 19th, we're going to open everything back up. I think you have to listen to the doctors and what they're saying, the epidemiologists, and you have to listen to what they're saying to determine whether or not we have reached a point where we can do that. I get that people need money. I mean, like I said before, I had to call. If you were on the first part of this video, you heard me talking about the fact that one of the things I had just done earlier was to call a company that I do work for to double check on where my check was. And they were just like, we just put it in the mail. So We're gonna see. I don't know. We're gonna see. So let me get back to this course and we'll see here because I'm supposed to be figuring it out here. And it still won't let me save. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's already saved. I have a feeling I'm just gonna click. Oops. It says changes you made may not be saved. I don't know why they aren't saved. It's just really not saving. Maybe if I click this over here, it will let me do that. Nope, still not letting me save. Maybe it's having a problem with the image. I think that's what it was. It was the image. I just needed to click on it so that it could like really save it. All right, so that's, I've got some emails popping up over here that I need to take a look at. Yeah, our governor has said he's not going to do a wholesale opening back up yet until it's time, but yeah. All right. Okay, let's see if we can finish up this course description. And then that's probably going to be it with the work with me. Oh, what happened to my music? I didn't realize my music was gone. Let's start back over with some music. All righty. We'll end with some music. Hey, yeah. Oh, your video is up. Yay. I can run that after I finish this. Now, is this the makeup video? You said you just, this is the makeup video, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I need to, I don't know, I need to work on my makeup look. It's sort of like a makeup look that's sort of natural. And then I've been wearing this sort of, I mean, like it really doesn't have a whole lot of color to it, but yeah. And I keep trying to go back to color, but I haven't found anything I really like. So yeah, let's see if we can finish this course description. There's something about this course I'm not liking. I'm feeling like it's not, I'm just feeling like it's not all together. I know I got two other pieces I want to add. The changes have not been saved, just the issues. I feel should be at least 50 words on. Yeah, well, I wasn't finished. All right, let's finish this. I'm starting to get hungry too. That's what happens when you have like yogurt for lunch. And I have no idea what I'm gonna have for dinner. Mm. Mm. Let me change this. I don't like this. All right, so let's see. So you've been working on makeup every day as well as designing nails. I know. I had saw the thing about the nails. And I actually haven't been polishing or anything for a long time. Um, Thank you, Duke. You know what? Duke, I think it's the lighting and the I mean, I'm totally owning the compliment. But I think the lighting in here is helping. um, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Chocolate Glitz says she's been working on doing some makeup every day. She's been working on it every day as well as designing nails and get better at them. I know how to do hair, but I need a little bit more experience. I know. So like these twists I did myself. Um, the person that was doing my hair, she was just like 45 minutes away. And again, you're talking 45 minutes to get there, 45 minutes to get back, plus the hours that I was spending there, plus how much I was spending. So that just became a big no. So I just started doing it myself. So yeah. So, but are you sharing hair videos? Hi, sweetie. What you getting from me? Oh, what are you coming for? She wants my cord. Are you gonna say hi to my people? No? Oh, oh, like maybe a few more minutes. So yeah. Yeah, so then I started just doing my own hair stuff. It was just easier than trying to go somewhere. I want to be able to get really good at it because I want to own my own business one day with all the experience. Gotcha. I hear you on that. So, what kind of business do you want to have? Do you want to be like doing nails and hair, and like you want to have a one that like a one-stop kind of place where people can come in and get like everything done? Because that would be actually be kind of good. That's what I'm asking. Like, especially if sometimes you want to like go in and just be able to come out and everything's done. Like, who wants to go to great, yeah, exactly. Like who wants to go get their hair done? It's like, okay, well now I gotta go over here to get my manicure and pedicure, and then I gotta go over here. Yeah, like no. There is a friend of mine here who has a place, and they have their place is a little bit more full oriented like that. Yeah, and they have the section for men too. So it actually is for men and women. So, you know, I mean, just think of from a business perspective. So you could do like couples. I mean, you could do couples themed events and stuff. I mean, that'd be like really cool. It's like come in and the husband and the wife get treated and both get a manicure and stuff and get to sip on their little wine while they're there or their little mineral water or whatever it is, but it could totally be like a deal. I hear you on that. Yes, and they can relax. Yep. Want to be able to as well. So my friends and family. Yeah. Like friends and family are always like an easy way to sort of promote stuff. And you can get started, once you got like your website and your social media going. And the thing, because you're already doing stuff now, you're already like cementing your place as somebody who has the experience. And so by the time you're ready to like open those doors, it'll be like, hey, here's what I've been doing, and here are all my other videos. And here, I mean, there are people that I used to watch on YouTube. Some of them I don't watch anymore because they don't post as much anymore. But I used to like follow them all the time, like everything. And it's been very interesting to watch them sort of shift. Like there was one person who I watched do a ton of like YouTube um, hair videos, but she really is not up on YouTube as much anymore. And she's more on Instagram, and her total look on Instagram is a whole lot more curated. Like when she first started on YouTube, it was very much I'm in the bathroom doing my hair. That's what we do. Um, and now it is way more commercial. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but just to watch people progress. Like I said, when I first started out, there was stuff I was doing I like didn't like. I mean, some of those videos are still up there. There are a couple that are unlisted. They will forever remain unlisted. um, yeah, but it's nice to like be able to go back and look at your early stuff and then see how much you've grown and how much you've learned. I mean, I'm sort of proud of that transition that I made, that growth that I've made. But yeah, it's always good to have friends and family. Like they'll be there to support. Yep. Oh my gosh, I'm starving. I'm literally starving. All right. Now I'm going to add some other stuff to this description. But I need to go back and pull it from the actual. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not sure what went on there. That's probably the window. So Duke, you know what? It's interesting question. And I'm not sure what you mean by commercial, but I'll put it this way. So let me tell you. Okay, so here's how I would really like this to go. Because in my head, I got like some ideas. Um, so I practice law, but I really would like to do less of that. Okay. I like the health and fitness side of things, but like I said before, I don't want to be a personal trainer. That's not me. That just, yeah, that is not what I would want to do. But I would like to, like, I love doing YouTube and being creative with it. So I don't necessarily want to be tied down to like doing a specific kind of video or just a specific topic. So I do like the vlogs and I do like being able to throw the fitness piece in there, but I want to be able to do it in a lot of different ways, which is why you saw me throw in like the wobble video. You would be a great trainer. The wobble video. I want to do some more dance videos. Like I said, I like the Tide series and I want to do some more like home sort of stuff. I definitely want to keep doing the vlogs. But On the political side, I just got accepted into this sort of program to do more like um, political, local sort of journalism on video. It was really great. And they sent me the email and they were like, congratulations, you have been accepted. I'm gonna turn that music down just a little bit. They were like, congratulations, you have been accepted. And it was like, the acceptance rate was 0.5%. I was like, oh my gosh. But I'd really like to take some stuff on the road. I'd like to so one of the things I've done here is I like had this whole thing on Facebook where I was interviewing people who were running for office, but we were doing it at the gym. And so I would sit down in the gym and this was more Facebook. So if you actually go to my channel here, there are like a couple up here, but really it was on Facebook. And because that's where all my local friends and people were. And so I would interview these different candidates at the gym and then we would work out. That's what I want to do. I want to take that on the road and be working out with like people, and maybe I do the Tide workout challenge with elected officials. But yeah, I worked out with three candidates who were who were running for district attorney. I worked out with one who was running for school board. I worked out, oh my gosh, with one guy who was running for the state legislature. I don't know. It was so many I can't keep up with them. But yeah, we came to the gym and we went to the gym and we did our little interview like, oh, tell me what you're running for and why people should vote for you. And we talked about them running for office. And then literally we went and worked out. And somebody I know, she was running for DA. And it was funny because she was like over there like doing deadlifts. Like she's got like 300-pound weights she's lifting because she like does CrossFit. So my girl can lift. And so yeah, so one of the guys, the manager at the gym, he was like, "Oh, she got my vote just because she can do that." He was so funny. He was like, he didn't know anything about her, but he was like, because she could deadlift a lot of weight, he was like, "She's got my vote." So I would want to do more of that. So I don't know if we call that going commercial or not. Um, I would say that that probably is going somewhat commercial. So I got like my own version of it, which is the Sheila version, which is not commercial because it's like Sheila funded and Sheila put together and Sheila, whatever. But my daughter helped me do a lot of those videos. But those were really cool. So I would totally take that on the road. I would have like a vehicle and stuff in there, and I would be like going all over everywhere, working out with politicians and talking to them so that people could get to know them at a more personal level. You're like, LOL. So I would totally do that. Like I see it as sort of this mix between like Anthony Bourdain. Remember he went everywhere. I forgot what his show was called, where he was like eating at all these different places. Okay, I couldn't eat. I'd be working out. So like Anthony Bourdain or the guy, the Walking Dead guy, Norman Reedus, I think is his name, where he has the ride show where he's on the motorcycle going to places and checking stuff. So it would be like a mix of that, but like black girl political style. So that's what it'd be like. Almost reality TV like, but not like, like the other reality shows, but more like real and less, like the drama stuff, like not drama at all, but um, more like Norman Reedus's ride on his motorcycle. I sort of like that. But like I said, black girl style, hanging out with politicians, working out, calling it, "Are you fit to be a politician?" And going around and doing it. Like that is what I would do. Now, if you know somebody who is ready to fund me, I'm ready to get on the road right now. I sure am. I'd be on the road tomorrow. I'd be like, let's do this right now. Hmm. More soulful. Yeah, definitely. It would definitely be more soul food. More soul. Look, see, I'm obviously hungry because I can't even get soul full out. I'm saying soul food. Yep, I need to figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Yep. So I'm going to capture my list of topics here for this course and then record a little bit, and that's going to be it. And hopefully the next time I get ready to do a live, maybe I will have my cell phone authorization so that I can use that, because that'd be nice. Whoops. I think I just moved something around. That is not good. Where'd it go? This should go here. I think that's right. Hmm. The order of my course quizzes and assignments is off. Okay. God bless you. Charles jumped on. Charles goes, and this live chat is about what? This is a work with me, Charles. Like, I'm just working. I'm working on a course. What's going on there where you are? How's the family? I'm working and chatting at the same time. So yeah, I'm trying to get a course wrapped up. And I was just looking at the list of topics that I had and the quizzes and assignments. And I don't think I have them in the right order. I think I've gotten something out of order here. My reception is so bad, it's killing me. Let me turn this off. Maybe that'll help. I think that may have helped a little bit. It's probably not helping too that I'm running background music. Mm-hmm. So yeah, something's wrong with my list of courses here. Got the introduction here, assignment number 1, quiz number 1. And quiz number 1 is under the wrong thing, I think. I totally can't believe I got this out of order. I think I've got a list someplace else that I'm gonna have to pull up in the notebook somewhere, which is not anywhere near. So yeah, the order for the definition and characteristics, I think it's in the wrong place. Yeah, something got way down there. I think that's where that goes. Yeah, okay, I think I got it back in the right order now. I don't know what I'm gonna cook. I have some really good oranges in there, but that's not really gonna do it for dinner. Like, I need some food, like some real food. I need real food to eat. Maybe I should be asking the question back. All right, I think I finally got the topics in the right order so that I can add them under like the course of description. It's really not that many. It's like 7 topics that I'm gonna add. Hmm. All right. Steak and macaroni and cheese. Okay. Ooh, I can't cook. Okay, I'm thinking the macaroni and cheese sounds good. I think the macaroni and cheese sounds good. I haven't had anything heavy all day. Mhm. Yep, I think that's going to be the deal. Yep. I don't really have anything to go with it. My husband cooked some steak yesterday, but there's probably not enough for the whole family. So there might be a little bit of that, but a sweet potato casserole. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm not a big mango person. Now, my daughter has used mangoes in her smoothies, and they've actually been okay. But it's sort of one of those things that if I have to do, I'm a convenience eater. So the thing with the orange is I can pick up a knife and go peel it, and I cut it in quarters, and that's the deal, and I'm done. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with mangoes. I would be lost. But I think she was peeling them and putting them in her smoothie with a couple of other things. I'm pretty sure that's what she was doing. And I had some of it and it was pretty good. Because I think she put also like spinach and other stuff in there, the green stuff, so that you couldn't taste it, the green stuff, but the green stuff was in there. Let's see. And how do you spell necessity? Does it have two C's in it? Like, no, I think it only has one. If I could type and spell, I'd be good to go. Heavenly Hash. No, I have not. So yeah, I think I'm not sure where those mangoes came. Like, gosh, I totally can't spell. How do you spell daughter? Gosh. Hmm. Uh-oh. I don't know. So I'm getting a pop-up. I think I'm supposed to be having a meeting in a little while. Go to a meeting. Are we really going to have a meeting today? Because I'm not sure what it's supposed to be on. I thought we had scheduled it for tomorrow. I still have not placed the org chart up there. Oh my gosh. All right, people, it's been lovely. We'll have to do this again. You do the same. Enjoy your day too. It's nice sort of hanging out while I was working. All right, all. Have a good day. Chip again. Stay safe.